All right, going a little early, getting everything set up here. So, hello Exiles, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, day 3 here on our solo self-found Elementalist, and we are going to be streaming this in 720p instead of 1080p, see if that fixes some of the frame rate issues. I watched back my last 2 videos, there were definitely some issues with that, and I had received some comments that had suggested that I try to do something about that. So yeah, I hopefully will have them fixed by streaming in a lower resolution. It's not going to look quite as good, but that's okay. Performance is definitely better. I'll still probably have some issues with in-game performance, but here's my character so far. I'm actually just going to spend all this time sorting through my inventory in the beginning here. Get those passive respec points. So we'll go through and get all that stuff going and clear out my inventory so we can start nice and fresh. As far as my gear goes, nothing special, but I'll go over that in a second here. In fact, pretty much entirely unremarkable. We may end up having to farm blood aqueducts for a little bit, maybe just a level or 2 once we get there. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more wisdom scrolls. Oop, we'll keep those. Hey Puck, how's it going, man? Hey, thanks for stopping in, appreciate that, dude. Getting some live streaming going here. What I'm probably going to do for this stream is now that I have one of the threshold jewels for Frostbolt, I'm going to try removing GMP, see how that feels. It should consolidate the Ice Novas a little bit more and increase our single target by increasing the damage of Frostbolt. Glad to see you enjoying the game. I'm an Elementalist also, but went the Golem route. I'm also going to be doing Golems, so I currently have 2 Golems, but I do plan on picking up Golem Commander, and I'm also going to pick up I think I'll probably pick up Elemancer because of the 20% increased damage per summoned Golem. So that'll be 80% increased damage when I have 4. Alternatively, I'm probably not going to be running because I'm going to be reserving most of my mana, so I'm probably not going to get Mastermind or Discord. Probably going to get Paragon of Calamity to get the can't reflect the elemental reflect immunity. So that's probably the route I'm going to go here. But yeah, I'm going to try taking this out, and it's right around 5 now, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we'll try this without, actually, another thing I want to do really quick is, not from you. Actually, I do want to buy a couple things from her. So one of the things I want to do is, I'm leveling up a second wind currently. I also want to level up a dash. I kind of want to play around with dash a little bit. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to look for a blue. And I also would like a blue green wand as well for my offhand. And I'm going to start leveling up Ice Novas so that we can try to get a level 21 Ice Nova. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy 5 of these. Oh, I bought 6 on accident. That's okay, we'll just level up another one right here. I'll probably need that spot, so I'll probably remove one at some point. I suppose what I could do, Tukahama reward, is go ahead and, wrong one, just take any 3-socket one and quick throw, try to get a blue-green going on it. Don't have a lot of orbs here though. Not getting lucky on that either, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start leveling some Ice Novas now. And also level up a dash, because later on I kind of want to play around with dash a little bit. What I want to do is potentially get the items up here, because we are going to be looking for cooldown items later on anyway. So I want to kind of synergize infinite dashes with the cooldown that you get from, or that you want with your Spellslinger as well. Sounds cool. Went 12 to 37 using arc just to blitz into them. Not sure if going for stone or carrions, but they both work well. Okay, so you're going for the golem stacking as your main attacking skill. So like I see, like your anima stone and everything. That's a pretty cool build. I haven't actually tried that build. I keep saying every league that I'm gonna do an actual golem answer, but I never actually get around to it. So eventually we'll get there. I'll try it out. Maybe I'll do that next league. Maybe not as a league starter because the jewels tend to be a little expensive in the beginning. But okay, so yeah, right now we're using, I like to use stone golem and flame golem, and later on I will add we're going to be adding lightning and chaos golem as well. Okay. I'm in solo self-found, man. Sorry, dude. SSF can't trade with people, but I appreciate the sentiment. Also, I have plenty of, in regular Delirium League, I have plenty of tabulas, so I appreciate the offer, though. Oh yeah, this guy can drop big bleeds. I'm just gonna ignore this guy. We're gonna go ahead and get out of there. Hey Joe, how's it going, man? Want to know Essence Drain build Trickster, but I don't know which guide to watch. There's a couple of good guides to watch. I believe Zizarin has a pretty good guide on it, so you can check that out. But there's a bunch of really great Essence Drain guides. I was gonna make one because I played Essence Drain this league, but there are just so many out there that I just decided not to. Essence Drain is fun. So yeah, we're not getting nearly the screen coverage as we were with the GMP. Maybe I'll go back to GMP. It just feels nicer to not have to aim as much, and even with the weakened damage, it does cover a lot more of the screen. A lot of the trash mobs die to even the weaker Frostbolts. So, man, it's hard to see where the edges of this are, especially when I'm looking at other stuff. These guys are beefy. There you go. Well, kind of got backtracked. I'm pretty sure it's up this way. I'm pretty sure I'm going into a dead-end direction. We'll take the Hunter's Hood. Probably not going to be anything we can use. The Skullhead's going to be very useful for a while. Give some regen and armor to our golems, as well as giving a decent amount of life, mana, and all resist. Sure, we're leveling all these. Alright. The kill speed is pretty decent. Clear's alright. Yeah, and a tabula wouldn't really help me too much with this build anyway, because I wouldn't be able to maintain a 6 link without getting some sort of reduced mana cost. I'm not familiar with Dark Zell MC, so I couldn't tell you whether or not I think it's a good build to do there. But yeah, I mean, there are a good amount of decent guides out there, forum guides, YouTube guides, all sorts of good ones for that. The one with the one that Ziz done or has done has been tested league after league, so it is a very tried and true build, so I can definitely recommend that one. But yeah, pretty much most of them are good. It's hard, I guess, unless they're making it so that it's not really attainable for your average player. It's going to be a good build. Outside of that, some builds do that. We talked about that yesterday. Man, I'm spending too much time leveling up gems. Oh well, that'll stop after once they start to catch up and level a little bit. I think I already have a Jade Flask. In fact, I think I'm wearing a Stibnite Flask. if you have currency to spend, you'll probably want to play ES. If you are starting off, you'll probably want to play life until you can afford or fund an ES version, and then you can just respec it. So generally speaking, it's a lot cheaper to make a life-based version of pretty much almost any build. And then later on, you get up to the point where you can start transitioning to an ES build. So yeah, a lot of people when they league start, very few people try to league start ES right from the get-go. They just do life-based and then switch off. But yeah, if you already have like, you know, a decent amount of exalts, or like, you know, even just like a few hundred chaos, you should be able to put together a decent ES build. Otherwise, I would recommend life. It's a lot cheaper overall. Alright, we can finally start getting our golem effects going. Make sure we hit that mirror. Getting lots of XPs here. Hey, thanks for stepping in, Joe. Appreciate that, dude. And yeah, anytime. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Some things I have trouble remembering off the top of my head, but, you know, I do my best. Get all of these level ups. Got a vortex level up, so a little more deeps there. A little bit more deeps. We'll need it. Ooh. Maybe not so ooh. I'm still gonna wait on going the ball side areas until I can start getting like midnights and 6. Probably until like Act 8 or so. I think 6 sockets start dropping in Act 8. Could be misremembering there. Maybe it's Act 7. I don't know. I don't think they can drop in Act 5 yet, so no chance in a 6th link. So I'm not going to bother with that. And I don't think Midnights can drop either. Here, Wormbolt. Alright. Probably should start picking up some of these portal scrolls. I watched a video the other day about somebody, I forget who it was. It's one of the older PoE streamers, I think, but he decided to try to see how much currency he could make just selling portal scrolls. So he hit almost everything except portal scrolls on his character, and from level 1 to 85, he made like 80 chaos and portal scrolls. That's not a lot, but it was kind of a fun little experiment anyway. Yeah, if you're a new player, you should definitely start off with a light build. ES is kind of hard to figure out how to get to a proper level where you can survive, because usually in an ES build you don't have a lot of mitigation either, so it's hard to scale it up without a lot of currency. I mean, there are some items that really help, like Syntrack, for instance, for boots is really nice. There's the Baited Breath, I believe it's called Belt. Those kinds of things really help. And with the new cluster jewels, you get some decent amount of flat ES, but energy from within, I believe, is the cluster jewel, the small cluster jewel. It's very strong. But yeah, it's hard to get going. It's a kind of a pain and very expensive to get to the point where it's very functional, I'd say. Okay, go ahead and grab this. So that wasn't too bad. And we're getting close to our second ascendancy. I don't think I'm going to go for it just yet. I usually try around level... well, I usually just wait until I get Act 8 or Act 7. One of the two. Around level 55 or so. Alright, check this stuff out. Anything good? Not really. This one is actually pretty decent. It's got flat cold damage. And it's got some spell damage. It's definitely going to be better than this one. Probably have to pop a Jeweler's Orb on it to make sure that we can use it. So, let's see. Ice or Vortex. Yeah, looks like we got a nice DPS boost from that. I'll go ahead and throw my uniques into my unique tab, sell some stuff here. So yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of a DPS increase from that. Everything else looks not so necessary. We'll just take this one so that we can sell it for a chrome. All right. You compare classes for skill gems? Yeah, I could definitely do that. That's something I've been thinking about doing. You know, I haven't really thought about, I guess I haven't really thought about any particular skills that are used by a lot of classes lately, but I can definitely look into that. I've more been doing archetypes lately, so specifically Spellslinger, and then I did a lot of Archmage earlier on in the league, cast on crit, that kind of thing. All right, we're lacking decks for our frenzy, which is fine. Probably not going to get any more decks anytime soon, so I'm just going to hide this for now. And we can always go level that up later. I don't really want to fight this guy while I am doing a delirium, so I'll just end the delirium here. Alright, we'll take the boots. We'll check the silken wrap. Oop. Just got jumped on. Alright. Good speed on OBS is 0. Oh, I just died. Okay, it looks like I'm coming back. Yeah, my internet kind of just bugged out for a second, so it dropped me and I died. But I'm shooting all those orbs currently. It's Frostbolt. I do have GMP with it, but I also am using the Threshold Jewel at the moment. Once I get 2 of the Threshold Jewels, I'll drop GMP entirely. Yeah, my stream's lagging a little bit. The internet connection is kind of shaky because I'm on cable, and with the thing going on, a bunch of people are on the internet during the middle of the day. And then I triggered them being shot out with wand attacks using Spellslinger. Okay, looks like my latency's back to normal now. Go ahead and take this. Alright, let's head back, man. Oh. It keeps dropping. Yeah, I think that might be a... Answer them in chat if the stream goes out or something, but... Yeah, I think that might have just been a microtransaction with the black orbs. I'm not 100% sure, but I would imagine it's just an MTX. Okay, looks like it's back to normal. Having a lot of issues with the internet here. Hopefully it can stabilize. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of dropped frames at the moment. It's like 27% of my frames are dropped right now. Gonna see what I can do to potentially fix this. Yeah, the character should be able to run T16 maps. I've done kind of a budget mock-up version on it on standard. I respect one of my old characters just to test it out. And it was able to do red maps very easily, even with under-leveled jewels, so... Okay. Looks like the internet is slowly starting to calm back down. Let's see if I can wait for the dropped frames to go down a little bit more, because it was over 25% dropped frames for a second there. Okay, it looks like it's getting better. Yeah, it keeps dropping. It's okay. Internet looks better now. Hopefully it doesn't flare up again. I'll have to keep an eye on it. My latency up here is going up and down pretty rapidly, shooting up and down about 20-30, so it's still not at 100%, but better than it was. Reduce bitrate? Okay, yeah, I'll try that. Good call. Alright, we're gonna try to reduce the bitrate. Oop, nope, that's a really large increase in bitrate. Okay, let's see if that helps. Thank you, Savant. I'm not really sure what the what changing the bitrate does. So I watched a video earlier and it recommended that I use 6,000 because my upload speed is like 11. So, but clearly that's not working out super well. Try dropping it to like 4,000, see how that works. Looks like YouTube has auto-moderated you, Lord Jiraxis. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if that'll get me demonetized or not, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that auto head. Not sure. YouTube is a fickle beast. Yeah, I used to get demonetized quite frequently, so I'm pretty careful on as far as what I say and what I allow to say, or what I allow to be said in the chat. Although I'm pretty sure it was just YouTube's algorithm bugging out, because I was pretty family friendly even back then. So I don't know. I don't know what YouTube wants from me. I never do. No one knows. It's a mystery. YouTube's a bit of a mess, if I'm going to be honest. Alright. It looks like I have less dropped frames. It looks like I'm still having dropped frames. Maybe I can try lowering the bitrate even lower since I'm running on 720p. And see if that fixes it even further, but I'm down to like 9% drop frames, which is still quite a lot, but independent build. I'm improvising this build, so it's a build I've experimented a little bit with before, but I'm not following any kind of build guide. It's just something I threw together. Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna try and hopefully not die while I'm doing this. And drop this to 2500 and see if I can get an even lower. Hey, the hoarder, nice. and see if I can get even less drop frames. Might have to experiment with it a little bit because I've been having a lot of different issues with that. Followed an Impale Cyclone build. Character is level 89, can't survive T12. A lot of builds disappoint. Yeah, that might just be an issue with gearing because I've done all the content on my Cyclone Slayer that I did, and it was just a matter of getting good enough gear at some point. Cyclone is definitely more than capable, Impale Cyclone, of dealing with all the content, as long as you have your proper defensive layers and everything set up. Post a pace spend maybe when you hit 80 so we can follow along. Yeah, I can do that. Once I hit a decent level. What am I doing? I thought I was fighting Oak. I'm like, where's Oak? I forgot I was in, I thought I was in Act 2 for some reason. Just kind of half paying attention here. Hey, how's it going, Fabian? Fabio? How's it going, dude? I'm sure we've gone over that before, but 87 on my Slayer. I can clear tier 13s if you're careful. Okay. That isn't so bad. To be fair, 87 clear tier 13, that's not so bad. You're not going to gain a whole lot more levels in a lot of characters. Some people, I guess, actually plan to take their characters all the way to level 100. I never do. I usually get bored somewhere in between like 90 and 94 is the highest I usually go, and then I just kind of peace out and do a new character. It's usually right around level 90. I'd say average like 91, 92 maybe. I'm not known for sticking to characters for very long. Hey Colton, how's it going, dude? Oh yeah. Thank you guys for stopping in. Just enjoying my solo self-bound character. Taking it easy. Kind of a lazy Friday here. In fact, after this, I'm probably going to take a nap. I was going to take a nap earlier, but I just washed my hair and I figured it would be super crazy for the stream if I took a nap, so just kind of let it be. Alright, so we got Golem Commander. We can get our Chaos Golem. That'll give us a fairly substantial amount of physical damage reduction. Finally catch me live. Hey! Yeah, so currently we have 10% physical damage reduction. We bring this up at 17%. Not that great, but that's not... armor physical reduction is a little bit different, so it's actually more beneficial. And we get like a little bit more than 20% increased damage now as well, so you can see our damage seems to be a little bit higher. Got a couple of bosses here. So yeah, feels good. That golem node was a big upgrade. Haven't tried my limits to get to Valax, so my DPS doubled. Hey, yeah, it's pretty good. It's Ziri's Disfavor, I think it's called. Boy, sometimes I just forget the names of things outright, but I think what I'll do next is, let's see, from here. Well, I may as well grab these. Grab Quick Recovery, that'll be helpful. Need some more life, can always grab some more life. And our damage seems good enough. I don't think we need to grab that much damage for a little bit now. Look at all those Ice Novas leveling up. Tired and bored, saw you were playing, decided to watch. Hey, appreciate you stopping in. Always fun to watch somebody play when you're just a little bit bored. Yeah, I'll be doing the Friday stream is a little bit of an abnormality. I was not feeling up to par on Wednesday, so I skipped that. So this is kind of like a bonus stream. Normally I'll be doing, what was that drop? Oh, that was just a leather belt. I didn't realize I had a sound for that. But normally I'll be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. But a little bit of a a makeup stream, I guess, is today. And I hope to keep it a fairly regular schedule. I'm not really good at keeping schedules. As you guys may have noticed, I'm really bad at keeping schedules. And I'm sorry for that, but that's just the way I am. So, but I'll try to keep it as regular as I possibly can, so you guys can always expect me in those same places, same times. I'm really awful at keeping schedules, always have been. Did an Impale Cyclone this league too, but went one with nothing. Oh yeah, one with nothing is really nice. Really good leveler. You can pretty much use it on any build. I don't even know what I'm fighting. I was just reading chat. I just saw that there was something on my screen attacking me. Got some juicy currency, lots and lots of blessed orbs, so we don't have to worry about imperfect implicits. Take down this red beast. Might be something nice we can craft. Right. Yeah, we take down red beast pretty quick. Not insanely quick, but quick enough. Alright, just started, so I can't do that yet. Yeah, I did some theory crafting with one with nothing, and I was thinking about setting up a build for that, because I think the potential DPS, if you really min-max it, could be so high. Like, I don't know, I don't want to give numbers, but I will anyway. Something like in the 50 to 80 million range seems not entirely unobtainable for that build. So I don't know exactly what it'll be at, but I don't know. I meant to do that build a long time ago, and then I just kind of forgot about it. I've been having so much fun with Spellslinger builds. They've been my absolute favorite introduction. I think in the future I'll be playing a lot of different Spellslingers, even though it's not great on my FPS. Like, if you look at my FPS, it will regularly, when I have so many spells on this screen, drop to below 20. My top end FPS is like 49. It's not very good, but, you know, it's fine. It works. Wonder if I can lower my graphics a little bit more. I think they're on the lowest they can go, though, if I'm being honest. Like, currently... Let's see. Low. Is there very low? Can I go very low? Texture quality. Can't even go low with that. Shadow quality. Can't turn shadows off. Can I turn a higher frame rate? I don't know. I don't know if there's any way I can fix this, but I need to go back anyway. Alright, got herself an Alardex, which, yeah, this is not particularly helpful. Go, get her skill point, offload some stuff, nothing great there. And we were getting quick recovery. Yeah. Hey Juanito, thank you for stopping in. I'm running out of, I have some bourbon coffee here. Running out of liquor in general. How am I supposed to stay sane in quarantine? Alright, we'll try to keep moving along here. Must have not leveled up my Ice Novas in sync, getting those in different times. I think I'm over leveled. I shouldn't even be killing as much as I'm killing, honestly. Just run past most stuff. I'll kill like big grouped up packs. Kind of just killing everything, going with the flow. Kill blue packs for sure. Or anything that happens to be in my way. Perfect rolled Elementalist. Hey! That's pretty sweet. Can plop some catalysts on there and get yourself a nice smooth, what is it, like 121 all attributes? It's pretty good. Actually, it's more than that because it's 116, so it would be 20% more than that. So yeah, it's like close to 140 all attributes. That's pretty good. Pretty nice for your stat stacking builds, your Hand of Wisdom in action, your Barons. I did a lot of stat stacking builds last league. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Aeon? Finally found me, eh? Alright, it looks like I'm getting only 3% frames dropped now, down from like 21% just by dropping the bitrate. So hopefully you guys have it a little bit smoother. It's still low frames as far as PoE itself, but the stream frame rate should be better at least. I'll see what I can do, if there's anything I can do in my PoE settings to improve my FPS there, because yeah, as you can see up here, I'm getting you know, when I have a lot of stuff out, I'm dropping below 20 FPS, which is quite bad. Okay. And if you go over here, it spawns Whalem earlier and you don't have to wait for the boat. Speedrunner trick. Hey, how's it going, dude? Oh yeah, Teddy Bear Night. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. Just chilling in my solo self-found character here. It's pretty successful. Going pretty good so far. I mean, I don't have good gear, but the build is quite strong as a baseline, so good gear is not entirely required. Yeah, it's a big ouchie. My performance isn't great, so my PC probably needs an upgrade, but that's not something I can really afford to do right now, so just gotta make do with what I've got. If there's some other way, I'm gonna just mess with settings. There's gotta be something I can do. It shouldn't be this bad. I mean, I get a lot better FPS when I'm not streaming, so it could just be my CPUs being used up. Hey! Hey, how's it going, Masood? How do I do what? Do I do this? I've got a Spellslinger, which is my skill, which allows me to cast currently 3 different spells every time I attack with a wand, which is pretty strong. Oop. My PC got a virus that I cannot name because YouTube will demonetize me for saying that. Saying anything about it. But yes, I don't think my computer has a virus. I check for that regularly. I think it's just old. It was a budget build when I built it like 3.5 years ago now, so I mean, yeah. Most of the components were at least a year old and kind of budget. So it's just a matter of that. If we get another stimulus check or something, then maybe I'll definitely invest it towards more upgrades. I just upgraded my my fan, which has helped a lot. I haven't had a single overheating crash, and I haven't gone into dangerous territory for my GPU since I installed that. So that's a good first step, at least. PC? Yeah, could be. Could be. This is where it all started. My PC is the progenitor of all diseases. Go ahead and pick this up. Anything good here? Nope. I do want to switch to a shield at some point. I'm gonna have to set that up, but I could just craft one, I suppose. Double wand works fine for now. And once I get lightning golem, which I think I'm leveling, yes, I am leveling lightning golem. So once I get my 4th golem, I'll be able to, then I'll have the attack speed to sustain maximum casts. And I'll do that. All right, so we got all our skill. Yeah, we got both of the, or we got all the skills in the previous act, all the skill books. What's my setup if it's not a secret? That's a great question. I'm not good with hardware, so I couldn't name it. I know I have an AMD Radeon R9, I think, or something like that for my graphics card, which is pretty old at this point. That might not even be it. I might just be making shit up. I'm not really sure. And then for my, I think I have a pretty old motherboard. I don't really know any of the stuff I have. I'm sorry. I'm not a computer guy. Jessica is the PC literate person in our household. So, and my brother is also, he works in IT, so he helps me out with that stuff. I have a lot of people in my life that can help me. Also a buddy who repairs PC as well. So I have a lot of people in my life that can help me with my extremely deficient knowledge of computer parts. Extremely deficient. Real bad. Hey, how's it going, Robert? Thanks for stopping in, dude. Saban? Target frame should be 60 and multi-core enabled. Play a full screen windowed. Well, I am playing on a 4K monitor, so I think the lag gets even worse if I try to play in full screen mode. It'll be a R9. Okay. Ah, I see. Yep, I'm sure there probably were numbers there. I couldn't tell you what those are, though. That doesn't really help in terms of me recalling. I could check. Maybe I'll do that in a second here. I can't believe I even remembered that much, if I'm going to be fully honest. The fact that I remembered that much is absolutely shocking. I think it's because I literally just looked at it earlier today, so... Yeah, we're maintaining our mana well, so we don't have any issues with that. Our Spellslinger's leveled up. Oop, I wasn't paying attention. Almost died. Not paying attention. The #1 way to die in PoE. Alright, check out this Abyssal Trove. Probably won't pick up the Jewel. It's kind of low level. I don't like picking up low level ones, except if they're really low level. Alright, let's go ahead and get this Essence. Whoa. Kind of got comboed there. Okay. 290 based on the age you said. That sounds like it could be right. Hey Sean, how's it going, dude? Should be. Okay, then it's probably my settings or something else if that's the issue. But I'll check what it is after I get to a good stopping point. Just give me my 3rd reward and I'll be on my way. There you go. Okay. I guess I don't have to cancel it because I could just continue it when I go back to the waypoint, but I'm just going to cancel it. It's a hassle. I want all of my elks. Good amount of elks there. That's pretty nice. Alright, so next, I think I'll swing on over and grab Devotion and that cluster. We'll just continue getting life. Alright, so I don't think this will show up on stream if I pull up my control panel. Yeah, it'll continue my background. Alright, so I think I go to System, and it is an AMD 80... Nope, that's my processor. Okay. Well, I have a 4 gigahertz AMD 8350 8-core processor, and I don't really remember where to look at my graphics card if I'm going to be honest, so I guess that will remain a mystery for now. Off to bed? What time of the day do you usually stream? I'm going to be streaming. Okay, so if you're off to bed, you're probably in a different time zone. But currently, or you just, I guess, have a different kind of sleep schedule. But I usually stream 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and my plan is to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week. But I'm doing it Friday this week because I missed Wednesday because I was feeling a bit tired, lack of sleep, so couldn't really gain the energy. Open the PC and check? Yeah, I'll do that live on stream. I'll swing my camera around so I can poke around in it while you guys are watching. No, I'm not going to do that. But I guess that would probably be Windows key, device manager, display adapters. Okay, cool. I'll check that out in a sec. Okay. Okay. Well, it's yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of an awkward time for you then. Is that so? CET, is that what, like 11 hours ahead of us? I don't really know. That seems like it's quite a ways off from our time frame or our time zone. But all right, let me check this out. So device manager and display adapters. Okay, so I have an AMD Radeon R9 390. I know, man. I'm gonna forget all of that probably immediately, but we'll see. Maybe I'll remember. I've just learned that I can press Windows R and type in Control Panel to get to a lot of the stuff to check a lot of the things that I need, and that's a recent discovery for me. So there was a time where I considered myself somewhat computer literate, but I've kind of fallen behind the times. Got that boomerness in me. Got that boomer mindset. New technology, why should I learn that? I miss my dial-up connection. No, that's not true at all. Okay, so I must have something wrong with the settings then to be causing so many issues with my frame rate. Because as you can see, I just briefly dropped to 7 FPS. Yeah, that's right, 7. So that's clearly a bit of an issue. And an issue I don't even know how to begin addressing. So I guess I'll just Google foo my way out of this situation like I do with everything. That's how I solve all of my problems. 1 a.m.? Okay. Yeah, it's just about 6 p.m. here, so it looks like you're about 7 hours ahead of us. So, okay. Similar to Central Europe in terms of the time zone. I don't know why I thought 11. It's probably something to do, like, maybe it's like the post-processing or something that I have. I have trilinear filtering. I don't know what any of that is. VSync, I have that disabled. I heard disabling it helps. I used to have that enabled. Maybe it actually hurt. I don't know. I don't know anything. This wand is actually pretty good. But it's a little slow in attack speed, yeah. I can't really use it right now, and I'll get better stuff later on. 1 a.m. here? Yeah, it's inconvenient for Europe and apparently South Africa as well, my time, but it's a little bit better for me. This is the time of day that I usually feel most energized, most capable of interacting with people. I kind of become a troll hermit when I'm in the earlier parts of the day and later on. Later on, I just stare blankly into space. Alright. Okay. Yeah, our dropped frames have dropped to less than 2% on stream at least. So, okay, we fixed one major thing today. Got one more major thing to fix, which is my PoE frame rate. And once we got all that figured out, I should be good to go. Future streams should be much more smooth once we have everything figured out. But I'm not so sure that I can do that while I'm Hey, it is Duke Leto Atreides II. How's it going? Mr. God Emperor of Dune ran an Ice Nova Hierophant with Pledge of Hands. Yeah, Pledge of Hands is pretty dope. If I get one of those, I might consider doing that. I guess I'm doing the Spellslinger, so I can't really do that. But have to use a wand, unfortunately. Equally valid, though. Disabled dynamic resolution. Game became crystal clear. Okay. I will try that. I will try everything. We'll check out the large cluster jewel. Probably not so good since it's low level, but you know, might be something we can use kind of as in the interim. I haven't really thought about what cluster jewels I can use to make this good. But that's a bridge I will cross when I get there, I guess. Don't know why I'm trying to skirt the edges here when my goal is in the center. Alright, I'm just going to take my rewards now. Lots and lots of essences. Move on towards devotion. What is this? 11 clusters. I'm not going to use this regardless, but I guess I'll sell it for alt shards. Oh no. I just read the delete the game. Can't watch a lot? Rip. How far into your stream are you in? Currently I am 49. I'm 54 minutes into the stream. I started like 5 minutes early. I always start a little early to sound check, but it's usually roughly around the same time. Give or take, you know, 5 to 15 minutes depending. Sometimes I leave a little bit earlier if I'm feeling a little tired. Usually I feel fine though. Also, if it's a good stopping point, like if I just killed a major boss and there's like 10-15 minutes left, I'll just call it good enough. I do not have bleed removal, so I almost got wrecked by some of this stuff. Yeah, the nice thing about this build is how well it functions on 4 links. It's quite good on 4 links. Spell damage, also 11 passives, so not so great. Dead-ended. Nope. Here we are. Alright, got our 4th reward. There he is. Alright, go ahead and cancel this off. Storm Rider and Cold Conduction are really good. Okay. Yeah, I'll look out for those. So do those both roll on the cold damage large cluster, I assume? Or is it a medium cluster? For medium clusters, I'm wondering which ones I'm going to be using for that. It's a lot easier with chaos skills because they have a large cluster and a medium cluster. You can just get your chaos damage and your chaos damage multiple over time. And I'm not sure if this is going to be crit. I guess I can use a crit. Ooh, crit medium. Should probably be using my defensive flask so I don't get gibbed. Alright, cool. Easy peasy. Roll on medium? Okay. Which medium jewel? I need to take a vape break. A vape and some almost getting real low on my bourbon coffee here. Delicious. Infusion of chemicals to give me power. Alright, good to go. A little more liquor. Alright. Ah, the non-damaging ailments. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would like to get some freeze synergy here so I can just perma-freeze something. I've always wanted to do a perma-freeze build. Getting some good freezes even on blue mobs here. I don't have much freeze chance, and since I have crits turned off with Elemental Overload, I'm getting that. So I think my only freeze is from Hypothermia at the moment. Okay, well this isn't going to be useful for us. Toxic Rain or something like that. Yeah, Toxic Rain could be interesting. There are definitely some good Toxic Rain builds. Okay, my Vortex Dot is killing regular trash mobs now, so I can kind of probably not have to spam so much on each pack. Can start speeding through a little bit quicker. This is going to be a dead end. I'm not going to get those yet. But yeah, I've done some good, some fun Toxic Rain builds. I've done Trickster, I've done Raider, I have done the Potion one, which I always forget because I've only played like 2 of them ever. They were very popular for a while, but I always forget their name. Oh yeah, currency, currency, currency. It's not an alchemist. What is it? Pathfinder. Pathfinder. That's what it was. Ha. Got it before somebody reminded me. Yeah, I haven't played a Pathfinder in a long time. I might play one. I think it's the Ascendancy I have played the least frequently out of all of them. It's just kind of a hassle, like keeping all your flasks up all the time. It's a little bit of a pain. I guess I do that on some builds anyway. Well, usually I just do 2 flasks that I press all the time. I'd put them on my 3 and 5 so I can kind of spam them as I go through the map. It's a little bit more comfortable. I think having to spam more than 2 flasks, and then my 2 is like my oh shit life flask from there. How are you keeping the Delirium Fog up for so long? You just have to stay far away from the starting point on it. Also doing certain mechanics will keep it up longer. But yeah, just move away from the starting point of the fog as fast as you can. And it'll take quite some time for it to catch up. If you stay towards the middle of it, like long maps are the best for keeping the fog up the longest. Like this map is a little snaky, but it also has these really long tunnelways, so it's really nice for keeping it up. Any kind of long zone or long map once you're later on. Now things get a little bit hairier the farther out you are, but it's worth. Whoa, almost died. As I said, a little bit hairier. So many gems to level up. Okay, I'm just gonna level all these up while the time naturally runs down. Alright, got ourselves a Crest of Parandus, not too bad. I'll check out the boots. Running a little bit low on inventory space. And we'll get the big life. So we should have plenty of life. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so let's go back to town. Ooh, stretch. Need red blue, so I'll take the soldier boots. 25 movement speed. Oh boy. No life though. I kind of want to keep my life. Not great. Not great. My cat is meowing viciously in the background. 39 life. No resists, but that's tempting. Cat noises intensify. Most of these jewels are garbage. I'm just gonna toss these two. I'll hold on to this one because it's an 8 passive. I could use it for leveling at a lower level character later on. Then I'll toss the rest. And this one will get sold because it's an 11 passive. Alright. Hey, thanks for stopping in, dude. What's triggering you, Teddy? Get this. Oh, also opening up like strong boxes. Okay, so I can start going into Vol Side Zones now. I thought it was this area, but I wasn't sure. So if I see a Vol Side Zone, I'll start going into it because you can have a chance of getting a 6 link. Once 6 sockets can start dropping, you have a chance of getting a corrupted 6 link, and that would be potentially really nice. So we'll go ahead and start heading into those. I think Midnights can start dropping now as well around the same time. Maybe it might not be until Act 9. I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, I forgot to get my rewards. Oops. Oh. Yeah. That's some ult shards, I guess. Want to make sure we're keeping up our Arcane Surge. And alright. A little bit of a slow kill, but it worked out alright. $11 passives, not good. Okay, so it actually stayed in this zone. Oop. Don't want to leave just yet. Want to go ahead and grab the bleed one, which I'll just put on for now, because bleeds are pretty bad. What level am I now? I think I'm definitely over leveled for where I'm at, for sure. I've been doing like every delirium since the second act or so. 55. Yeah, I'm over leveled. Gotta get my hair out of my eyes. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my glasses on. My eyeballs are gonna bleed later on. Hang on. Whoa. Oh man, I should have cleaned them first though. Speaking of extending deliriums, our first Alva on this character. Go ahead and pop in there. Alright, and I didn't pay attention. Strongbox is good enough. I don't know what the other direction is. It's fine. I don't have time. I started moving. Okay. Alright, we clear incursions fast enough to keep the time going. And we'll just go ahead and put our stone in there. I didn't pay any kind of attention to what was going on there. Right. And we'll take the wand. Wand could be good. Perfect. Seeing the item drops were looking much better than when I were there. I mean, I haven't been getting too much for item drops other than from the league mechanic itself. Words are hard. All right, we'll take the tempests over the traps, because I'm not going to be doing any kind of trap build, and tempests can be beneficial. There you go. Took him down. Do I have a stone yet? I do not. Yeah, my drops have been okay, I guess, but nothing too great. Enough to keep me chugging along, but just barely. Oop, could hardly see him under the fog there. All right. Just take this. Should probably pick up some portal scrolls as well. Oop. Level 50, that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, it's the area. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Sean. Appreciate that. Hope to see you next Tuesday when I'm streaming again. And as much as it sounds like a euphemism, it's not. I'm not calling you anything. Alright. Get a nice chunky amount of life there. I barely have 7 spaces open. I'm gonna have to head back to town. I'm probably just gonna have to portal back down to town at some point. Must be delirium? Yeah. Yeah, the delirium definitely increases loot drops by quite a lot. Getting lots of stuff. For instance, it looks like, I'm not sure if this is scarabs. I think it's scarabs. It might be gems. Sometimes I get the symbols mixed up a little bit. That'll be nice. Here they are. Make sure I get my skill point while I'm here too. Okay. That should be over on the other side. Pretty active community in our Discord. Oh yeah, if you guys want to check out the Discord, God, I keep forgetting to put a link into the live stream description. I'll make sure to do that next time. But in the meantime, if you want to join the Discord channel, oh, maybe not who, maybe you. Can't even pick up a GCP. All right, I'm gonna go back to town anyway, so. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab a link. Get never expire. No limit. Okay. So I'll put a link in here. If you want to join our Discord, you can feel free to do that. We talk about PoE and also nothing at all. And you can join us for that. Can just hang out. There's a bunch of different channels for like talking about just video games in general, talking about all sorts of fun different things. This probably would have been nice earlier on, but it's not really helpful at the moment. 35 life, some mana. Nah, not really anything that I can use. Yeah, our jewelry luck hasn't been great. I don't want the goose necklace. Not gonna do that quest. Need to clear out my inventory a little bit here. Bad jewel, bad jewel, bad jewel. Alright. looks like. I'll just throw these in here. I'm not going to use them. I don't feel like going back into the vendor and selling them, so too lazy even to do that. Swapped out my, I like to have my divination 1 second. Alright, back we go, get our skill point. Take our superior gems so we can get some GCPs, and off to kill the big spooky bear thing. I forget what it's called. Gruthkul. Alright. Wasn't so scary this time. Hunting Global 10 for some noobs to hook up with free gear this morning, and some poor sod was asking about where to take Goose Necklace. Ah, yes. A classic. I just leave it in the quest and never do it ever. But the first time I played through, I was confused with what to do with it, and it just sat in my inventory. Or sometimes I'll take it and just kind of leave it behind, and then it'll just be in my inventory until I finally go all the way back to put it, or to complete the quest. Ah, so there is a quest here in the Northern Forest that you, let's see if I happen upon it right now. But there's basically a little shrine that you take it up to, and you put it in, and you fight a couple of small waves of monsters. And then I think you get, what, 2 passive respec points for it? I don't remember what the reward is. I haven't done it since they first introduced the 10 acts, the act 5 through 10. So I think I did it like twice ever. But yeah, it's somewhere around here. There it is. Okay, so you take it to this Ezameri shrine here, and you go ahead and plug it into that, and you fight off a couple things, and then go back and talk to Yina, I think? One of them. You talk to one of the NPCs. Whoever gave you the necklace. And you get a couple respec points. Ah, some shitty jewelry. Yep. That seems about right. I mean, right now I could probably use... You know what? My jewelry's really bad. I'm gonna go ahead and head back there, and I'm just gonna portal back, grab the necklace, and get it, because I didn't know it was jewelry. I'm extremely lacking in jewelry at the moment, so I'll do it. Alright, we'll take the necklace. That way I can show whoever was asking as well. Robert. So you go back here. You pop it into the shrine, it activates, and these skeletons come out of the ground. A couple waves of them, some white ones, some blue ones, and some yellow ones, and boom. And then it says, oh, I guess it doesn't say anything. Maybe it didn't, I just went over it too fast, but SSF excuse? Yeah. Hey, I'm also being educational here, you know? Somebody asked about it, you get to see it. This any good? No. Garbage. And go ahead and pick this up. Alright. Minions and fire. Neither of these are particularly useful. I guess I'll go over to the minions one. Yeah, we have good single target. We even froze the architect there, which is pretty nice. Not bad. 2 stones of passage. Neat. Yeah, we'll probably do some temples early on too. I kind of want a temple body armor with a good chunk of life on it to start off with in the beginning of the end game. We'll just go entrance here. There. Hey. Yeah, I'm not looking for too much as far as looking for some jewelry upgrades. I probably could use some other upgrades. I think my resists are still pretty bad, for being honest. They're still quite bad. Alright, looks like at least the stream has been stable. FPS is still not great on the PoE end, but as far as the stream, it looks like it's been stable for a while. So it was just that one blip towards the beginning. Always get those little weird internet blips. Temple's fun. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. A lot of people don't like it just because it's not like efficient. It's definitely more efficient than it used to be though. So that's something. But when you compare it to just hard farming, you know, delirium content, like even things like simulacrums are, you know, similarly, well, I guess simulacrum's definitely more time consuming at least, but and more rewarding, more everything generally. Also, I'm hunting for the legendary double implicit belt that that'll have the plus 48% to all resist and then the plus 36 movement speed while using a flask. The triple implicit belts. Ooh. Because you can get double implicit ones of those now. I forget what the belt's called. String of Servitude, maybe? And I want one for leveling. Specifically those two mods. I'm sure they're kind of hard to come by, but that would make leveling a whole lot easier. Get a shit ton of movement speed and a lot of all resist. I can't believe I'm still in the delirium. It feels like I've been in it so long this zone. It's got to be subsiding soon, right? There you go. I take this moment to level up my many gems. Alright. You know, that's a pretty good amulet. I'll take that. Hopefully it doesn't... Hopefully I don't need the dex. I think I do need the dex. I'm pretty sure I need the dex, yeah. Rip. It's better than what I have marginally, but I don't have the dex for it, so... Rip. We'll take the star, of course. And what do we got here? 77 life, 40 mana. I'll hold on to that as well. I'll have to move some things around. I'm going to take this iron ring as well. Okay, so we got that. Where was I going next? I can just keep getting more life for now. I can grab this. Maybe head up here. I could grab Sovereignty, and that might allow me to open up a few things. But at this point, I don't think there's anything that's super necessary for me, so I'm just gonna... I kind of want to pick up this cluster, the Dark Arts cluster, so I think I'll do that. I picked up plenty of life. We'll mess around with some things and get everything so that the gear is flowing a little bit better. I might have to pick up some decks from the tree temporarily, or craft it onto gear if I need to. For some reason I thought there were going to be mobs that were spawning there. I just got a little bit of a brain fart there. Get some decent deeps. I'm really bad at navigating this zone. I have most of the zone layouts in the entire game down to the point where I can navigate them quite easily. This zone is not one of them. I always get lost. I always end up backtracking. There's got to be some trick to it, but I don't know what it is. Like, I know most of the tricks, most of the pointers, like, oh, it's across from the waypoint here. So what I end up doing is I just kind of go like weirdly diagonal and zigzag across, and I figure eventually I'll see the central part of one of these zones, because it's always like a little square area with another square area in the middle. For instance, I can see something here, so I'm like, maybe I can get into that, and maybe this is it. Yep, got it. Ha! This is good for me. That was a very quick Vol City for me. I normally have a lot of trouble with this zone, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Vol City, personally. 86 life. Gimme.
Hello, friends.
Ooh,
Welcome
yeah.
to Behind Eyes
Hey,
Gaming.
thanks, Paris Weir. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Alright, I'm going to throw that into my stash. I might mess around with it later. I'm going to continue using the skull head for now, but it is an option for later on, because that's not a bad helmet. 47 lightning resist and 86 armor, and 5% damage from hits taken as lightning. Also throw this and this in here. Well, it'll be hard for me to get the links that I need for this, is the problem. So that's kind of a no-go. But a Topaz Flask gets stashed. Damage over time. Well, I'm not really seeing anything there. Alright, let's see what kind of amulet we can get here. So strength and dex would be optimal. See if it's any good. It is real bad. So out it goes. Don't sell the life sprig div card. There you go. And let's go get our thing. Bag for portals, that's the way to go. I'm fine with just doing it. I guess we can stay dual wielding for now. I'm just gonna dump my stuff now while we're here. I normally wait until I'm like in a little bit of a lull, but it's just a quick dump. Not that kind. Alright. I think I got all the skill points here. I don't remember for sure. Probably should be picking up like the cutthroat garbs, all of the evasion energy shield hybrid stuff. This will help with the flame dashes as well, getting the cooldown reduction. And it'll give me more attack speed after I use flame dash as well, which will help with spamming barrages at things and getting off my initial barrage faster. Now, I don't remember if this is a separate zone. Doesn't look like it. Get all these vortexes everywhere. Feels good. Feels real good. Yeah, this is more than an adequate solo self-bound build so far. We'll have to see how it performs in maps, but oh, that's what I was afraid of. Luckily, I have all these residual vortexes going. Grab the stuff. Oh, get a boss here. May as well finish him off. All right. Get a good spread. this one is, let's see if I can get a 4th reward real quick before the time runs out. No. All right. Well, no go. Not quite. Alrighty. It occurs to me that I should probably go on DND during streams just in case, since I'm not in Trade League anyway and I won't be switching over. Didn't even think about that, but do that real quick. Take a little shortcut. Ooh, big lag right there. All right. And once we finish this, I'll go do my 2nd Ascendancy, which will put us at 4 golems. That'll give us a nice little boost to damage, give us a lot more attack and cast speed, and yeah, should feel good. Give us more of everything, really. More physical damage reduction, more damage, more regen. Do a nice quad golem build. I mean, golem stacking Elementalist is pretty reliable overall, with the only major issue being that you have some issues with the survivability of your golems later on. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start doing our Vol side zones now too. And get that cooldown reduction. More flame dashes. Keep the flame dashes flowing. Probably should, if I'm gonna get that, I should probably be doing it sooner. I was gonna level up dash. I had an idea to just get a stupid amount of cooldown reduction speed, so you get a 20 quality level 21 second wind and a 20 quality 20 or even 23. If you can get 21 23s of both of them, even better, because it's like pretty substantial. I guess that would only be 2% more cooldown speed, but then you get dark arts and you get cooldown on gear, and the idea is you can just literally dash faster than you can even cast it. So dash's cast speed can't be modified, if I recall, which means that it's you can actually have its cooldown reach the limit of its cast speed and have unlimited dashes, but I don't remember exactly. I did some math on it and I was trying to figure it out, where you could just constantly dash and never have it be on cooldown. It didn't seem like it would be all that much investment, although I don't know. I didn't really look to see if there's a reasonable price for those dashes, and it's not actually that useful. I guess you can use it to trigger Arcane Surge just like you would here, though, which would be pretty nice. Alright, let's go kill Arakali. Kind of waffled around in that zone a little bit, but that's fine. Alright. Looks like the deepest is pretty good. I'm going to take off GMP. Get a lot more damage that way. There you go. And is it somewhere else? Nope, right here. Oop. Went right into his spit thing and almost into his wires too. Luckily we have a nice juicy amount of life, even if our resists are quite bad still. Might end up having to farm in Blood Aqueducts when we get there. Just until we get our resists capped out. Alright. This, and let's head to this next town and go ahead and do our second ascendancy. Then we'll have 4 golems. Yeah, a little bit less coverage for clear, so I'll just put this up until we get the threshold jewel. But for single target GMP, really good. We'll have to spam bestiary and get as many of the unique jewel red beasts as possible to try to do it. Might just get lucky and get it as a drop, that would be great. But can't count on that, so we'll have to think of active ways to try to farm it. Kind of wish you could just buy threshold jewels like you can gems. I know that would kind of defeat the purpose of them dropping for the most part, and also people would just spam buy them and Volorb them, I guess. So that would mess with the economy a little bit. Like, you could just make sure you always have like corrupted blood and reduce mana reservation threshold jewel if you have enough Volorbs. You could just spend like hundreds of Volorbs on them. So I guess I can see why you wouldn't do that. Got ourselves in a Rumbrax. Go ahead and toss that. And alright, temple time. By temple, I mean lab. Getting hair directly in my eye. All right. Oh, Aspirant's trial right away. Go ahead and remove GMP for some better single target. We have pretty good physical damage mitigation. It'll be a lot better after we finish this, but we should be fairly safe. You know, I'm not gonna bother even. Yeah. We'll put it back in. It's fine. It's not like it takes any time. Can do it while running. There you go. Oop, got frozen. Alright, well I assume I'm charging through the traps to get to the area. The key to getting past traps is confidence. You just go without looking or paying any attention at all and hope you don't die. Yep. That is the key. We got ourselves a puzzle. I'm not going to bother with that. Alright, where are we going? It's probably faster to just go straight through a pretty linear zone than it is to go find the backtrack and find the other exit. So, because these kinds of zones too, sometimes there's traps in the way, but usually it's just kind of straight north-ish, like northeast or northwest. Usually northeast. Truth. You don't pay attention to the traps. Just pretend they don't exist and beeline straight through them. Easy peasy. Okay, this will be right over here, because I spawned on the top. There you go. Yeah, lab's another thing that you really get used to the layouts and how the zones are set up. It's pretty close to identical every time. Get a million vortexes spawned. Sure. So tagging him with Frostbite. Staying out of the way. Oop. Okay, I took a slash to the face and came out okay from that, so we have enough physical damage reduction where Zaro is not really going to be a problem, and enough life. We have pretty good life for where we're at right now. It's not great, but it is good enough. 2,800 life is solid for just entering Act 8. Granite Flask, I'll take that. Always nice to have some backup utility flasks. All right. Take the gem cutter. Any superiors? Doesn't look like it, but I will take. Oh, you can buy added chaos now, so not gonna bother with that. Shouldn't be any golden doors, not in the second lab. Where are we at? This works. Okay, so 2 exits here. I think one of them is to the end. Should be farther to the east. So I'm just going to kind of hug the wall southeast. Oh, alright. Some big shrine going. Tex, oh yeah, Lab Farmer. I haven't played a Lab Farmer in a long time. I tried it when Lab first came out, but then I realized I hate running Lab, so, you know. Wrong exit. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm not a fan of running Lab. That being said, it really depends on the character. It's fine on some characters, but then you're playing some characters with like 0 physical damage mitigation and traps will almost one-shot you. And that is not fun. Alright, keep getting the cooldown reduction here. Then we'll grab Dark Arts, which will give us some. Alright, so this trap layout is a little obnoxious because it very much limits where you can be, but that's okay. We'll just kind of, oop, it's not okay. Ow. Okay. I should have put on that granite flask for this. That would have made it a little bit easier. It wasn't hard to begin with, but would have still made it easier. Ooh, more treasure keys. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this, and we'll summon our lightning golem. Okay. See if we can get a nice boot enchant for our boots that we're probably going to replace soon. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty good. 6% freeze chance. Not so bad. Should have done the mines. That character could stand in the darkness and stack near 100. Yeah. Yeah, having those infinite darkness survivors is always very nice. This is better than this by a fair margin, so I'm gonna craft the sockets up for it. Alright, so go ahead and get at least 4 sockets, just link them. Taking way too many fuses to link it. There you go. And 2 green, 2 blue. There you go. Alright. Get some more life. Like 70 more life.
See you.
Sick. Alright, cool. So we're in a much better position. And we should be quite strong with our golems now. Or wait, what's happening? Hang on. Ah, I have Ice Nova linked instead of... There you go. I didn't have a wand attack. I was wondering what was going on there. We don't have any chaos resist, so we can't stand around too long anywhere here. I guess we'll get our big DPS check, because Dewedre is always very, very, like, it's where you decide if your character has enough damage and if you're going to need to farm Blood Aqueducts in terms of damage-wise. If you have a tough time killing Dewedre, you should probably, like, chill and stack up your damage a little bit. The deeps check, but I think we'll be good. I think we'll be absolutely fine. Just judging by the way we're clearing things right now. Just had a little bit of a lag spike. Make sure, looks like the stream is still okay. Dewedre a boy or a girl? I'm pretty sure Dewedre is a girl. 90% sure, but I'm not 100% sure, so I say that with slight confidence, but not full confidence. Dewedre definitely has big ol' boobies, but you know, that doesn't mean it can't be a boy. I'm gonna say girl. Gotta stay out of the bubbles so we don't get curse stacked. There you go. Alright. Not getting much in jewelry still. Hype! Hey, how's it going, the wall? Well, not exactly what I was looking for, but... Oh, no wonder I feel so weak. I don't even have most of my golems summoned. Okay, well, I was fighting at very low capacity right there. I didn't even notice. There you go. Now we're feeling chunky. This game has some nightmare fuel. I agree. I'll censor this statue for you guys. Pay no attention. YouTube doesn't notice things like that, luckily. Elva, we got... Sure. Doesn't really matter. There you go. Oh yeah, that's some deeps. Took care of that, that architect, no problem. Oop, stuck. Shooting the wrong way. There you go. Right, and the Ankh should be over to the right here, or the left rather. Should be right here. Okay. Get the Ankh. Moving on. All right. It's feeling pretty buttery smooth for the most part. Just need to get geared up a little bit, and then getting that third ascendancy will give us some leech as well as reflect immune, which will be perfect when we get into maps. Then there should be nothing that we can't run, except for no regen. So that means we can just elk and go our maps, which will be very nice. And do unidentified maps as well. We'll notice if there's no regen on there pretty quickly. Love that has flavor text. Okay. Ah, you're right. Okay. That is a good point. Didn't quite get that fourth reward. Let's go ahead and do this abyss.
I need more mana.
Stupid proximity shield. There you go. Alright. And we will kill the horrible abomination. The Resurrected. Clarissa made a terrible, terrible mistake. Alright, let's grab Dark Arts. That should... Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now we got some attack speed going too. Now it feels real nice. I definitely need a faster attacking wand before I switch over to a shield in a wand. which I'll probably do right around Blood Aqueducts. I was going to do it earlier, but I'm not really having any trouble with this right now, so... Alright. Easy enough. And the next zone, the Grain Gate, will be this way. I'm going to skip that Alva because I just want to get to a waypoint because my inventory is full. And we'll have plenty of opportunities in the future for Alva. I will get this though because we have enough room for essences. Alright, got an upgrade to our Vortex. Did I dead end somehow? Yep. Man, where'd I take a wrong turn? Is it up here? Yep. Usually it's a southern facing wall that the exit to the next zone spawns in. Alright. Well, it looks like it still is. It's just like up and around about. Crack my knuckles here. My hands are starting to get a little sore. My old age. Let's see. Not quite. Nope. Nope. Alright. Alright, we're definitely gonna need to grab a ring. So we're looking for, looks like fire and lightning resistance. There are two lower ones, so we'll go this one. It's real bad. That one's extra bad. Alright. Head back to the Grain Gate here. It's kind of hard to see where there are little dead bodies where that indicate which directions you can go through in this zone, but it's really hard to see them in the fog. The red blood kind of does stand out a little bit against the white, but for the most part they're kind of difficult to see. Oh man, we just wrecked them. They all lined up right for us. I don't think this is the right way, but well, here I go. Worst case scenario, we got some blue packs in here. We'll be nice and continually over leveled. Yeah, it's really hard to see in the fog, especially the ones that don't face the don't face your direction directly. Alright, see? You can kind of see the blood there. Stands out. Actually, I don't need a blue one. I have a white one already. And I can craft that up with glass blowers easily. Or more easily. got to be this way, I think. Yep. All right. To the Imperial Fields. Oh yeah. Starting to feel like a real build. Still have a few upgrades we gotta make, but feeling pretty good. Yeah, what's our physical damage reduction at? It's up to 20, so got 3% more from that, which is pretty good. 20 is respectable-ish. Respectable-ish. Pretty close. Alright. What next? What do I want? I guess I'll just pick more life. I think life is fine. Just keep picking on life. I suppose we could also go down here and grab this life and get the free 1-socket jewel. That might be nice. Maybe not. We'll see. Seems a little bit out of the way. And it'll be harder to spec into cluster jewels when we're that far out of the way. When we're respecking. Hey, how's it going, David? You're just here, just in time at the tail end of the stream, actually. Going through my standard stash? Oh boy. I would never do that. You couldn't pay me to do that. You'd have to pay me to do that, literally. Like, I suppose you could pay me to do that, but it would have to be worth my time. And, boy. Yeah, no. I just wouldn't do it. It's not something that I'm willing to do. Go ahead and grab this, Ooh, even... Oh, the bleeds! I'm gonna die! Well... Yeah! Since before the divination card? Ooh. Yeah, it's been quite some time. I haven't attempted to organize mine in like 4 years, probably. You know, I have probably a few hundred tabs, maybe not that many, I don't know. It's a lot. I have a lot of tabs, and they're extremely disorganized, and I don't play standard anyway, so, yep. Ooh, so I need bleed removal stat. But I'll probably just wait until I have, you know, the highest tier flasks. And actually, it is a good time to stop because I've been streaming over 2 hours now. So I'm going to call this a good stopping off point and head off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back on Tuesday of next week, and I'll do 3 more streams. I'm going to try to get out a video this weekend if I can, or on Monday, so either sometime this weekend or Monday. Probably talking about Spellslinger, might be from something else though. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye.